Hey guys, this is Typhorce Reacts, and I'm back to react to Death Battle, Red versus Blue. So, yeah, it's been a while. We had to wait a long time for this to come, and is it going to be worth the wait? The solid maybe. But yeah, like, I kind of lost interest in Red versus Blue after season 15. But, I mean, it was still, like, a good part of, like, at the same time, I still watched 15 seasons of the entire show. Plus the mini-series and all that, so if there's anyone who knows a lot about Red versus Blue, it's gonna be me. But, but what I did, when I made my prediction video, I think a month back now, I only took it, I took into account what feats seemed reasonable, like, you know, with all that, and I pretty much made the prediction that, Blue Team was gonna come out on top. Now I have no idea, because it was revealed in the previews that they're taking the gags into account, too. AKA the stuff that shouldn't be reasonable, but they're taking it into account. But yeah, I think, and if I know correctly, if they're taking the gags into account, that means they're gonna be taking Lopez's, like, planetary, like, speed. Like, back in Relocated miniseries, they called him Lopez, who was still back in Blood Gulch, and they said, hey, can you come over here? Fine. And then, like, so Sarge turns back to the other two. All right, Griff, Simmons, you do this, and then Lopez, you get to work on the room. How did he get here so fast? Yep. Okay. But since we're taking the gags into account, I have no idea what we're gonna. I'm still gonna say the Blue Team wins simply because they've been through a lot more stuff. But it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to account for. But yeah, let's just jump right in. We'll start the video in 3, 2, 1, play.
We wanted to thank Harry's for sponsoring today's episode.
Harry's razors combine a close shave and a smooth glide.
As soon as we get to this advertisement.
And now Harry's has a great offer for you.
But yeah, like I said, I'm still going with the Blue Team. Unless something happened with the Reds in season 16 and 17 that I'm just unaware of. But yeah. Oh yeah, and this battle is basically the whole reason this battle was delayed was because two Rooster Teeth, longtime Rooster Teeth members were idiots. That's as far as I'm going into. I'm not going to mention what they did, but yeah. Apparently they had a big enough impact on the new Red vs. Blue season to warrant it getting delayed, which apparently warranted this battle being delayed.
And remember, new US customers can redeem.
I don't know why it had to delay this battle, but then again, this battle is basically an advertisement for the new Red vs. Blue season. But whatever. Let's just. I'm just trying to talk so I can get through this intro. I mean, this ad. Not an intro, it's an ad.
Redeem your free trial offer today.
It seems like, okay, it's over. Alright.
Edison versus Tesla. Coke versus Pepsi. Goku versus Superman.
Few rivalries have lasted nearly 2 decades or spawned epic battles like our second favorite web series, Red vs. Blue.
With the Red Team, even though most of them don't actually wear red.
And the Blue Team, their perpetual ocean-colored rivals. For this battle, we'll be bringing these two groups back to where it all started.
To find out what would have happened if they had stopped dicking around and actually just fought for real.
Just a note, we will be locking any artificial intelligence characters within their primary bodies, since they're generally invincible unless they stumble into an EMP.
Yeah, there we go.
An imp.
What?
It's an imp. Yeah, there we go. It's an imp.
And
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Okay, let's do this.
Hey, yeah?
You ever wonder why we're here?
Not long from now, in a galaxy,
those iconic
exactly
words.
where we are,
They're iconic
humanity
now, let's
goes
face it.
to war with an alien covenant.
So the United Nations Space Command came up with a ton of plans to win, and one of those was called Project Freelancer.
essentially an experiment using AI to create invincible super soldiers. In order to fabricate scenarios to train these highly advanced warriors, Freelancer opted for a unique approach.
Yeah.
Dumping a bunch of losers in a box canyon and telling them they're at war with each other.
Enter the Red Team. Dick Simmons, Dexter Griff, Franklin Delano Donut, Lopez the Heavy, and their leader, Super Colonel Sarge. Yes, that is his full name and rank.
Yes,
Well, they
yes
say
it is.
prejudice is taught, not born. Well, they haven't met Super Colonel Sarge, who I bet was screaming how much he hates Blue
Built
the
a
second
hologram
he
chamber
popped
in
into the
seconds.
world.
There we go.
Attention, Blue Team! This is the Red Team! We are here to destroy you! Your long reign of being the shittiest team around is about to come to a sudden and cataclysmic end!
Oh, the
an
good old
orbital
days of
drop-shot
Rooster
trooper,
Teeth,
Sarge was
when they were
unfortunately
actually funny.
discharged after developing a fear of heights, only to be picked up by Project Freelancer to achieve his dream.
Lead the glorious Reds against the dirty Blues. Ah, man, he's great. He seems like the kind of guy you could just have a catch with.
Sure. Sarge may be an unorthodox
We
leader,
almost
but
forget
he knows his
that
men
apparently
very
it's
well.
canonical
He's
that
good enough to
Moonsick
keep
is Sarge's
Dork like
son.
Ruff and Simmons ran for 17 seasons, and those two spend a lot of time together.
It's a complicated relationship, though you may
Yeah.
be surprised at their capabilities. Simmons may be a brilliant geek, like myself, but he proves stereotypes wrong by changing his armored suit in just 4
I
seconds.
know.
Well, how about this?
See, they're taking the gags into account.
I've always been a fast
It's
Mjolnir armor is designed to be applied by Spartans within a considerable few minutes. This would imply Simmons is 90 times faster than the average super soldier. He's also technically a cyborg, but everyone forgets that these
but yeah,
days.
everyone forgets that.
Meanwhile,
It makes no
Griff is
difference.
the laziest member of the team, who only cares about pizza and Oreos. He's my favorite. He's also been hit in the nuts more times than I can count, and he's still
Shall we be
standing
including all
today.
equipment? Okay.
That's some balls
Alright.
of steel right there.
Then there's Donut.
There
Easily
we go.
duped, but always a joy. He's clearly
fair enough.
identifiable by his lightish red
Easily
armor.
duped, but
Was
always a
your eyes
joy.
going bad?
Yeah.
That's pink.
Magenta. Donut has shown incredible tenacity. He was once shot through the chest, causing his armor to lock up, and was left bleeding out on the ground for over a year, but he got better.
And
Yeah,
he's
he-
had the
he-
best
he got
throwing arm
better.
around. He threw a grenade halfway across the canyon.
Which is over 1,500 feet long.
And last of all is the team robot who hates everyone.
Of course, Lopez.
Hola.
Hey, that robot looks like Lopez!
Hey, regresado.
No matter how many times they rebuild him, they can never figure out how to fix that language setting.
I know.
Oh well.
The Reds carry a standard Spartan assortment of magnums, battle rifles, and SMGs.
But if I had to pick one weapon of the bunch, I'd have to go with Sarge's trusty shotgun.
Seriously? The weapon with the shortest range?
Wiz, how long have we known each other? Have you never looked at my leg before?
Fair
Besides,
enough.
An effective range of 45 meters is almost the length of an Olympic swimming pool. Watch your back, Michael Phelps. I know how to beat you now.
Of
Oh,
course,
boy.
we can't forget their hallmark vehicle, the Warthog.
Of course.
You mean the Puma?
AKA Chupa Thingy.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
3-ton
it-
supercar
either
tops
one of
out
those
at
things.
78 miles per hour and is heavily armored.
Well, it's supposed to be. Somehow the Reds always find new ways to break the thing.
Lucky that
Yeah,
Sarge
that's
is a
fair.
good mechanic. And you know what they say, Wiz? Good mechanics make for good fathers.
But what I find most baffling is that for some reason, these low-life dimwits have been given the most state-of-the-art Space Marine armor in the galaxy.
Oh yeah, the Mark 6.
Oh yeah, they're
Mjolnir
taking
suit.
this stuff into
Mjolnir.
account. Yep.
Gesundheit, titanium plating, energy shields, hydrostatic gel, liquid metal crystal. These babies can take one hell of a beating.
Apparently strong enough to withstand the blast of a 50 megaton
There we go.
bomb.
Sword
Gotta
of
love it
one
when a
blood
bomb
goes
goes
by
off that's
technicality.
So big, you
Fair
think
enough.
it sent you to the future.
Somehow
Good
burned
times.
down a water
But when
park. Yep.
push came to shove, the Reds banded together to take down one of the deadliest
That's
warriors
awesome.
in the galaxy, the Meta. Despite all logic and reason, the two pillars I hold most dear, I am forced to admit these morons have proven to be a mind-bogglingly impressive team.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not ordering you to go. I ain't even asking. You do what you gotta do, Private Griff.
I'll go get my car keys.
Ah, all right then. Let's move.
There we go.
The blues.
Now for the
They're not
blues.
just a great way to sing out all those complicated, messed up feelings you keep down about being fatherless. They're the second half of this epic. But, you know, singing blues would be perfect for this team. They've been through a lot.
Maybe
Yeah.
true. Unlike the Reds, they've suffered numerous casualties and are constantly plagued by Project Freelancer's experiments.
You know how they were experimenting with AI? They could only get one, an alpha based on the project's director. Shit went down and they had to hide the alpha where nobody would ever find it.
Apparently, this box canyon in the middle of nowhere seemed the perfect fit.
This is Blue Team. Leonard Church, Lavernius Tucker, Agent Texas, Sheila, who is a living tank, and
course.
Caboose.
After losing their original captain to a
It's Michael J.
deadly
Caboose.
allergy incident, Church reluctantly
right,
stepped
guys.
up to be the Blue Team's unofficial leader.
Spoiler alert, he's the secret alpha AI. I don't know what makes him so special, though. He's a cranky asshole who's terrible at literally everything he does.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know he's an AI.
He's gonna die first, not because of his own
But remember that
incompetence.
50 megaton bomb? Church's
But because
team all
Caboose is
survived
gonna
it too,
continue to kill him.
including himself.
Has
while
killed,
it was
yeah, Caboose
inside
has
his
killed
own
more
body.
Blues than Reds.
What the hell?
Tucker wants you to think he's a ladies' man. However, after careful, painstaking analysis, we have determined that he has very little game, being
Yeah.
that his most frequent hookup is a rock.
He's kind of a badass, though. He's
Well,
stabbed
I mean,
the meta. Sure, you
he
can
did-
Cyclops in the balls.
I mean,
and held off
Tucker
a small
did, like,
army of mercenaries
have sex
by
with a
himself.
lot of women,
He
of
even
course.
wields a kick-ass
Let's
energy
take
sword
that into
only
account.
works for
Then
him.
again, it was
But
a
for the biggest badass of
it
the
was
bunch,
a-
look no further than
it was a
Agent
recur-
Texas.
reproduction.
Tex
It was
is
a weird
an anomaly.
alien
She's
temple
not
thing.
really a blue,
Whatever.
but a freelancer assigned to the team through circumstance. Yet she's also not really a freelancer, but a robot duplicate hosting an artificial intelligence fragment split from the alpha as a clone of the director's late wife, Allison.
Yeah, duh, guys. How'd you not see that coming from
Yeah.
when the show started?
I know.
Unfortunately, the text fragment is specifically based on the memory of Allison's death and the concept of failure. This means that Tex is literally programmed to fail. Now, this doesn't mean she can't win fights or that her team can't succeed on missions. It's more of a personal defect.
Yeah.
It sure hasn't stopped her from kicking some serious ass. Tex was #1 on the freelancer leaderboard, easily caught this giant crate, and could even flip over Sheila. You know, the 66-ton tank with a mind of its own? The perfect companion for Caboose's team killing sprees.
Of course.
You all know Caboose, the funny fan favorite who can get you to quote everything he says.
Yeah.
He's really, 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 really dumb. Hey, speak of the dummy.
What else is new?
Perfect timing. As this battle will be in Blood Gulch, the usual teleportation units will be in place. The Blues have used these teleporters frequently with varying results. Here
Yeah,
we go.
fair.
Certainly. What could go wrong?
Teleportation is instantaneous, as you can see.
You totally killed him, didn't you?
Probably.
Well,
No,
aside
just give
from
it 5 more
Tucker's
minutes.
kick-ass lightsabers, the Blues carry pretty boring weapons. I mean, they don't really need much when they have a robot ninja on their side. Church does have a cool sniper rifle, but he really sucks with it.
Yeah.
Which sort of makes sense. Unlike everyone else, Church never experienced any training or combat before Blood Gulch.
You know, that explains a lot.
Even without specialized weapons, Blue Team has a few aces up their sleeves. Agent Tex carries an additional AI fragment, Omega,
I prefer O'Malley.
Oh.
the fragment
boy.
of the Alpha's rage. With it, she can use extra enhancement gear, such as a cloaking device. It also affects her personality, quite literally transforming her into a vicious killing machine.
He can also pop out of her head and possess other people like a ghost. But remember, we're locking
So it's
AIs
by
to their
himself, yeah.
bodies because that is super overpowered.
Even though Tex has shown incredible feats of strength, Caboose is surprisingly even stronger.
designed
In a
for the
robot
Alpha
body
AI,
identical
she
to the one
uses
she
body.
used to flip
Okay.
Sheila, Tex
I
was
didn't know
unable
this
to
is the
lift
beta
Andy
AI,
the
yeah.
bomb, while Caboose could do so for extended periods of time.
And after entering an alien temple, Santa, don't question it,
Yeah.
increased gravity by 10-fold, and Caboose didn't even notice. I remember a certain Saiyan struggling to do something like that. I mean, I guess this means Caboose is better than Goku.
Stop it! Don't you dare open those floodgates.
I'm kidding, you idiot. Still, Caboose was strong enough to
Yes,
defeat a
yes,
bunch
he
of Tex
is.
clones all at
I'm
once.
opening that
It's
floodgate.
like they say, it's God's way of
As a
compensation.
joke.
Unfortunately,
But I'm
the
still
Blue
opening
Team
the
has
floodgate.
a tendency to get in way over their heads, often losing team members in the process.
But somehow, some way, they always come back together. They're a good team in a weird, stupid way.
Yeah.
Shut him up. Son of a bitch!
All right, the combatants are
All right, here we go.
through all possibilities.
And while the Reds and Blues fight over an empty canyon, you can fight hair loss
Okay.
with Keeps.
We don't need to tell
I'm
any
still
guys
going
watching
for the
that we
Blues.
love our hair, and once those signs of hair loss start cropping
Well, let's face
up
it,
in
the
your
biggest
20s and
enemy the
30s,
Blues
it can be
have
scary.
is
Guys
themselves.
never ready to go bald, and with Keeps, you can
Specifically
keep your hair.
Caboose.
2 out of 3 men
But mostly
experiencing some form
themselves.
of male pattern
Mostly
baldness by
Caboose, I should
35.
say.
The best
But
way to prevent hair
generally
loss is while you
themselves.
still have some.
You can say goodbye to long
Like,
pharmacy checkout
like the
lines
Reds
and awkward
may
doctor
pull out a
visits.
victory by
With
sheer
Keeps, you
luck
can
because the
talk to a
Blues are
doc
going to end up
online and
killing
get
each
hair loss
other.
medication sent straight to your home every
But-
3 months.
It's
Yeah.
important to act fast.
Like I
These
said,
treatments
Church is
usually
probably
take
gonna
4 to
die
6
first
months to see
via
results.
Caboose.
So the sooner you start, the more hair
Tex
you'll
is
keep.
gonna die
It
at some
starts at
point
$10 a
simply
month with your
because
first month
that's how
free
she
for a
is.
limited time. If you're
I
ready
can
to take
picture
action and
Tucker
prevent hair
actually
loss, go to
outsmarting and, you know,
keeps.com/death
getting around the
to
Reds
receive your
and,
first
you
month
know,
of treatment for free.
killing them.
That's KEEPS.
You know, finishing off what Tex couldn't.
Death.
But right
And
now,
okay, it's time for a death battle. All right, here we go. I guess it's time for the question to be answered.
Okay, why did we bring the flag out here?
Because it's supposed to rain today. You have to remember to take your flag outside when it rains.
None of that is right.
What's a flag got to do with rain? Wait, do you think the flag is an umbrella? Caboose, have you ever seen an umbrella before?
Here we go.
Hey, yoink.
Suck on that, Blue!
Yeah, suck it, Blue.
This'll stop them.
Hey, dumbass! The teleporter never worked. Now come on, let's... Wait, where's Caboose?
Here we go.
What's for that fake weather report, boys? That's gonna fake
Caboose
news
has got the
right.
tank.
What fake weather report?
Let's go, Sheila.
Oh, I
The
forgot.
only good
Sorry,
red is a
Sheila.
red
I
in
keep
bed.
forgetting.
Cliff, quit your staring and get to stepping. On the gas, pronto!
Yeah, I know.
Sheila, look out for that rock. Oh no, there's another one. Don't put all these rocks down here.
Oh, Caboose. How we love you so.
Here came, men! Get around and hit from behind, just like John Wayne would have done.
No way, those caves are amazing.
Move over, numbnut!
Hey, don't leave me out here.
Of course.
Simmons, here's the plan. We're going to use the Warthog as a battering ram, striking their rear engine, which will rupture and cause the tank
no.
to self-destruct.
This is
and
not gonna end
glorious
well.
Explosion.
This is not gonna end well.
Well, all of it.
You know, maybe. Oh, that's a bigger clip than I thought. Oh!
Good front flip, guys. Yeah, there we go.
Jesus, what was that? Where's it? Simmons? Simmons!
Here, blah.
No!
Hurt, blah. Well, there went Simmons. Okay, that was not who I expected to die first, but
Oh no, a spider.
a spider.
Who else wants a taste of this big D? Bouncy
Oh boy. Oh no.
No judging.
End of the line, Reds.
Dirty Blue, for the first time in history, you're exactly right. Today is a good day to die. Charge!
There we go. Let's do this. Yep. Good on you, Tex. Tex like soloed the Reds and Blues when they fought, so you know.
Hit.
Oh, oh.
There it is. I was waiting for that to happen.
Not today, Roboto.
All right.
Swish.
Oh. You don't stand a chance. I am Lopez the Heavy. There we go. Nice. Oh, there goes Lopez, but hey, his head's still alive. Because that's a running gag. Come on, kick him in the nats again. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Ooh,
About time.
fair enough.
How do I help?
Just stay there, Caboose.
I want to help.
Help by not
Dang
helping.
it. Dang it.
God damn it, this rifle is busted.
Help has arrived.
Oh no.
No!
God. Dang it, Caboose.
Tucker did it.
Of course he did. Oh no, it's gonna hit Church, isn't it? Oh, well it hit. Oh.
This is it. This is what it's
I
all
guess the
about.
pure red versus the pure blue.
Versus blue. Blood versus water, which is really just lifeless, tasteless, waste of space blood. Destiny awaits. Today, the Cerulean Devil dies. Well, should have seen that coming. Bluff.
Well, there we go. The teleporter worked.
Good thing the flag is out.
Yes! Got it right.
What a battle! Who knew weather
Good on you,
was so
Caboose.
important?
Caboose is the last one
Chaotic as the
standing.
show we all know.
Okay, so the Reds had plenty going for them.
Mm-hmm.
They had brains and speed on their side with Simmons, and they had some epic firepower. But the blue team had the grit to overpower them.
When it comes to physical strength, nobody on the red team came close to the raw power of Tex and Caboose.
Flipping Sheila and lifting Andy made that pretty clear.
Yeah.
Hell, Sarge even tried to lift Andy once and he couldn't do it. Poor guy. Even with such charisma, leadership qualities, and big dad energy, you can't win them all.
Big dad energy.
Speaking of which, it could be argued Sarge has more extensive military experience than anyone else. However, Tex's freelancer training was far more intensive than standard military issue.
Yeah, that's
Just
fair.
look at what she did to the Reds before. She's a monster.
Not to mention, she technically had 2 lifetimes of training, being a copy of Allison.
Yeah.
Yeah, her lame programming meant she couldn't win the fight by herself, but her blue teammates picked up the slack. Tucker even got some freelancer training in too, thanks to Agent Washington, and could hold off a platoon of mercs all by himself.
No one ever
There we
said he
go.
wasn't good at solo activities.
Oh, and in the fight between tanks versus cars, tanks generally win.
Yeah.
That one's pretty obvious.
Yeah, that's
The
fair.
red team may have been extremely resilient, mostly thanks to aggravating stubbornness, but it wasn't enough to survive the stellar skill and the brute force of blue team.
If only they could have read that they'd end up with a case of the blues.
That's even without releasing the obviously superior power of artificial intelligence units.
You know, dummy, you ever wonder why you're here?
All the time.
The winner is the blue team.
Nice. I got it right.
Thanks for checking out that
I'm
episode of
so
Death
glad I
Battle. If you
got it
like
right,
that
but,
fight, be sure to check out the new
okay,
season of
what's
RVB
next?
that worked on
What's
RVB
next, though?
Zero. The first episode is up for free right now on roosterteeth.com. Check the link
I don't
in
care
the
about
description.
Red vs. Blue Zero. Come on, let's do this. Hey, Batgirl? Really? Oh. Batgirl versus Spider-Gwen. Calling it now, Spider-Gwen wins. Simply because the last time a Bat versus a Spider, okay, never mind. Okay, the last time a Bat fought a Spider, it was Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man 2099, and Batman Beyond won that one. But before that, there was Batman versus Spider-Man, and it was pretty clear who came out on top of there. And let's face it, Batgirl is just diet Batman. And Spider-Gwen, she's basically Spider-Man except, you know, Gwen Stacy. So, yeah. It's gonna be quite the battle, I'm not gonna lie. I just think just off the top of my head, Spider-Gwen wins that one. But yeah. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I'm just glad I got it right. I'm just glad my prediction was correct, even though I messed up in assuming that they weren't going to take the gag jokes into account. But yeah, this was great. Oh man, this is so great. Can't wait for the next one. I'm not quite hyped for it, but it's going to be pretty good. So yeah, I got nothing else to say, so I'm just going to end the video here. So yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.